Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 5:30 News on KPAX, Montana's news leader.
Good evening, I'm Augusta McDonald. A smoky haze continues to fill the Missoula Valley and obscure our usual beautiful view, but we are still not the only ones. Some part of western Montana is still being hit hard by all of the wildfire smoke in the area. Here's a look at the Missoula Valley this afternoon as local health officials are warning that the air quality in western Montana may deteriorate as more smoke is pushed or flows into the valleys on Sunday. Air quality was listed as hazardous in Seeley Lake, unhealthy in Lolo and Lincoln, and very unhealthy in Florence. Elsewhere, the air quality was listed as good to moderate. With that, meteorologist Russ Thomas joins us now from the Storm Tracker Weather Center with the latest on those conditions. Russ.
Yeah, we just can't seem to kick the smoke out of those areas that have been so prone to it over the last several weeks. Let's go ahead and show you what we've got in the Bitterroot Valley. And again, you can see that haze out there. We have seen it worse for sure in Hamilton. However, the smoke is there. And again, temperatures hovering in the upper 80s to low 90s across much of western Montana. Look at our current temperatures. We're at 100 in St. Regis, 88 in Missoula, 93 Polson, 91 Sewell. Again, these numbers very, very hot, even a couple upper 90s in Troy and Thompson Falls. Looks like the heat is going to stick around for at least the next 2 to 3 days, and I'll have your complete forecast coming up.
Alrighty, thank you, Russ. And in Missoula, drivers, pedestrians, and bicyclists crossing the Russell Street Bridge will have to find an alternate route on Tuesday and Wednesday as crews prep the aging bridge for what's expected to be its last winter. The Montana Department of Transportation will spend those days spreading a new layer of asphalt across the deck of the bridge. This will be done to help mitigate potholes and other damages the deteriorating bridge endures each winter. Crews expect this will be the last winter for the old bridge, as the product to replace it is set to begin this fall.
That's our expectation. Obviously, you know, always there's unknowns that can happen. It may have to even go through another winter. We are not expecting that, but the idea of this overlay is that it'll get us through one winter and if need be, beyond that.
Depending on how contractor bidding goes, construction on the new Russell Street Bridge could begin as early as November. And down at the Lolo Peak fire, when they heard about the Lolo Peak fire, along with the many firefighters putting their lives at risk, one Missoula group decided to show their appreciation through art. MTN's Kent Lutzen has more on this story.
For some, a rock might just be a rock, a piece of the earth. But for others, a rock symbolizes much more. Strength, reliability, and endurance, a lot like a firefighter. When mixed with beautiful paintings and meaningful words, for some, these rocks turn into a moment of encouragement.
When we're moving here, we become part of the community, and that means a lot to us, because that means the efforts that firefighters are putting forward on that fire line is appreciated by the people that live here, and that's one of those things that keeps people going.
These firefighters have been battling the Lolo Peak fire since July 15th. That's more than 40 days of tough work protecting our communities. And while working in a stressful environment is not always easy, sometimes it's the smallest things that can make the biggest difference.
The community really appreciates the effort they're putting into it. They're risking their lives every day to keep our homes and businesses safe. So we need to at least let them know we think of them.
This group has named themselves Missoula Rocks and are not just reaching out to firefighters. They've been leaving little words of encouragement hidden throughout Missoula and surrounding areas for all to read.
It is a good thing. Everybody's happy, and I've gotten responses back from people that, wow, I found this rock today and I was feeling down and it just cheered me up, and you know, that's what it's all about, is making people feel good.
In Missoula, Kent Lutzen, MTN News.
Cole says all of the thank you signs seen along the roads and the donation of food have been very appreciated at the fire camp. Tonight there will be a community meeting about the Lolo Peak fire at 7 p.m. at the Florence Baptist Church in Florence. The meeting will be live streamed on the Lolo National Forest and the Bitterroot National Forest Facebook pages. There's an important election coming up on the High Line, even though the winner will be a little more than a figurehead. MTN's Tim McGonigal went to Rudyard recently in search of the next sorehead.
If you've driven east on Highway 2 through Rudyard, you've seen the sign.
The sign itself, you know, people remember it even if they've only been here once or twice.
Rudyard, Montana, 596 people, and 1 old sorehead.
It would be an honor and for how long, nobody knows. It's always been kind of a death sentence. Then we don't have a new one until the old one dies.
The Highline farming community might not have 596 people these days, but they will soon have another sorehead. The town is holding a fundraiser for the Rudyard Senior Center to select the next title bearer, the first since Cliff Ullman, who died in 2014. 10 men are in the running. For $1, voters of all ages can cast their ballot for the candidate of their choice.
It's 2 for Terry.
Legally, of course.
We're just hoping for no Russia interference in the election.
Bob Toner, who runs the Tiorama store in Rudyard, is the town's last living sorehead. Over the years, there's been debate on how and when the tradition started. The town's dinosaur museum is the final resting place of an old sorehead, a 75-million-year-old duck-billed Gripposaurus, unearthed 26 miles north of Rudyard in 2003. As for this latest crop of candidates, some feel they're a natural choice.
I thought, what better person to be the old sorehead than one of the county commissioners in Hill County?
Some don't mind self-promoting.
Now these candidates, I don't like any of them. They're all a bunch of soreheads. So, except for one, there's one, myself. I'm a nice guy.
Robert's strategy seems to be paying off.
By the way, I'm voting for Bob Christensen.
All right.
While the name sorehead may conjure up thoughts of crankiness, future potential sorehead candidates say that's not the case.
Someone who's not necessarily mean, but keeps to themselves.
Voting goes until September 18th, and the winner will be announced during the North Star Homecoming Parade September 23rd.
Come out and stuff the ballot boxes for us. And we'll take money from Idaho, wherever, just as long as you do it.
In Rudyard, Tim McGonigal, MTN News.
Sorehead voting can be done at any Rudyard business. Coming up after this break, efforts in eastern Montana to ban doves in your outdoor report, plus a spay-neuter clinic for animals who might not otherwise have that care. Details coming up.